flustered moment, and I got through it. But I wanted to share things with you guys right now. So I'm starting this kind of series in a sense. Kind of like they're supposed to be posted on Monday, but it's already Wednesday. And yeah. And then it was supposed to be posted on Tuesday, and it didn't happen. But it's gonna be like Mommy Monday motivation, or just Monday motivation. Whatever God puts in my heart to talk about that week, I want to share it with you guys. And today I got a couple things I want to share with you guys. As a mother, as a woman, as a follower of Christ, just so much has been happening where I'm like growing and evolving and just trying to be better in so many different ways. Y'all, firstly, it's freaking snowing in South Dakota. It's October 10th, 9th. It's snowing. Whew. I'm tired. Alright, firstly, my husband irked my soul earlier, and it just frustrates me, and I expressed this a little bit in my other video. Sometimes it's just, I don't understand. I do understand. I understand that men just don't think like women do, and I've been really working hard to pray through really frustrating moments with my marriage, just because that's gonna help me grow versus my nasty attitude that can come out and my nasty frustration that can come out. Because y'all, I have a nasty attitude. I do. And I'm dealing with some postpartum rage where things make me really, really angry. And it can be the smallest thing. Nothing with the baby, surprisingly. Like, nothing with the baby makes me angry. But like with my husband, or like with strangers, or just some things that happen, I'm working to pray through all those moments so that I can like detach myself from what I'm experiencing there. And I feel like people talk about postpartum depression, but postpartum rage is a real thing. Like, I used to deal with anger growing up, and I got so much better with it. I don't know what made me not as angry. I've become very passive, and I'm a passive person overall. But y'all, sometimes it gets the best out of me. That's one. Secondly, as a mom, as an individual, but mainly as a mom, you have to realize you can't do it all. You can't, and you have to prioritize things in order to get things done. Like, I always want to get my house clean all the time. But if I spend every single day cleaning my house, I won't get to the things that I want to do. But I need to work on like removing that from me, because I am just so anal on having the house picked up, and every day I have to clean it, and every day I do the same thing over and over and over again. But I'm learning to kind of live in a mess, not dirty. There's a big difference. I now always say that I'm learning to be able to live with a mess. But you guys know, if you know me, messes bring me to aggravation. But I'm learning how to be organized as a mom, and that's another thing. But anyways, let me get back to that point. because I keep going off on tangents of different things, but you can't do it all. So in order for you to achieve the level of things that you want to achieve as a mom, you need to prioritize things and write lists down to go back to remember. Because the reason why this video isn't posted already, or I haven't even talked or recorded it, is because I don't know how to mentally prioritize certain things. Like, I can be in the middle of doing something, but the baby needs me, so I stop what I'm doing, I go tend to her, and then when I get my moments again, I'm like, oh, dinner needs to be cooked, oh, the living room needs to get picked up, let me go clean up the living room, knowing that I instead of cleaning the living room, I can just sit down and record my video, record what I want to share with you guys. But my mind just hasn't been working that way, and I'm really trying to do that. I think that I really need to start lists every night or every morning, write a list of the things that I want to accomplish for that day, so I can like create a balance of what I want to record and all that stuff, so that I can actually get things done. And like, as for you, do the same thing. You have to prioritize certain things. Sometimes my bedroom was a mess for 3 days, and that's something I hate. I do not like going to bed with a dirty room. Like, my biggest thing, honestly, I hate the fact that my husband's clothes are in this room, because when we lived in our other house, not the one in the one in Massachusetts, our bedroom didn't have a closet, and I loved it because I didn't have a dresser in there, I didn't have anything, so I couldn't keep clothes in the room. So my room hardly ever got dirty because of that. But here, his closet is here, and this man just doesn't like. I'm gonna create a video, a compilation of things that this man does that I'm just like, why? Like, why can't you just finish what you're doing? And I understand, for me, sometimes I don't finish what I'm doing because the baby needs me, and then I forget what I was doing. So sometimes, like, I don't go back to what I was doing because of that. But this man, like, he can open his open his drawer and doesn't close his gavetas for his freaking dresser. Or this morning I woke up to the coffee being open on the thing. And I know that he would say that he didn't have time to close it, but I don't even listen. Anyways, just back to the actual point, is to prioritize things for yourself. You know, the other day I stood up till 2 in the morning just doing my nails. Look at that. Like, but I knew that I needed something for myself, and I knew that I needed to prioritize myself at that moment because I was feeling a little stir crazy. So I made sure to do it. So just make sure you do things like that. Get your goals done, because you, more than just you being a mother, you're a woman, you're an individual, you're a woman that still has goals. So you need to achieve them, you need to go for them, you need to be ambitious. Like, the thing is that when you become a mom, your life really shifts and you have to learn the new you. So this is a process on learning how to do you again. I feel like you do you for so many years without a child, and all of a sudden you have a child. Now you have to relearn how to live life in order for you to be able to accomplish and achieve the things that you still want for yourself, because you're still human. Yeah. So make sure you prioritize yourself. Go to the gym, do things like that, because they're going to help you feel better about yourself. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is about spiritually, guys. I know that I need to do a little bit better, but God still be talking to me. God still freaking checks me, and it's crazy. So I have been trying to apply for a stay-at-home job. Not gonna lie, I need keep thinking about getting a job all the time. But I've had 4 interviews, four, 4 different job offers, 4 for stay at home, and I've had to turn them all down. And before I moved here, God already told me that I was going to be at home and I'm going to work at what I'm doing now, which is creating an audience of people that need to be inspired. And he wants to download things inside of me for me to give y'all, right? And me being me, like, okay, I can do this, plus I can do work. I can work too, and I can help my family get out of debt. I can help myself get out of debt, you know. I mean, I say my family because my debt is my husband's debt, his debt is my debt. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can apply, you know, and I can still accomplish what God is calling me to do. Girl, mind you, I'm still not doing what God is calling me to do right now consistently. And I don't even got a job. All I got is to take care of my baby. And granted, y'all, that is the hardest job I've ever had. My husband literally said something earlier. He wanted to get checked, but I didn't. I prayed at that moment and I just let it go. Because if not, I would have gotten in an argument with him. I'm telling y'all, I'm working on it. Instead of arguing, I'm just trying to pray. But so God told me that, right? And I'm like, okay. I've been listening to Dave Ramsey and I'm like, God ain't never gonna tell nobody not to have a job. Okay, I'm gonna apply and I'm gonna get myself a job and I'm still gonna do what God tells me to do. Like I said, guys, 4 interviews, 4 jobs that I had turned down. Not that they didn't give me, that I had to turn down because it didn't work out for some reason. And I'm just like, and every single time I would be turned down, I'm like, okay, no, another opportunity is gonna come. Okay, another opportunity is gonna come. And they would, but I would have to turn them down. And then yesterday, I was listening to a service, and oh my God, God checked me so crazily. He was talking about Saul, and how basically Saul didn't listen to God in some aspects. I don't know the story 100%, but Saul didn't listen to God and he went ahead of what God told him to do. And that's when King David became the king. And because Saul got like kicked out or died or something, I don't know this full story, which I should look into that story so that I can understand it 1000%. So long story short, basically what I was doing is kind of going ahead of God and not like trusting in what he's asking me to do. He's been telling me to go full force with what I have, what he has for me, and it's just crazy and it makes me laugh because I was trying, I guess I was being disobedient and I was trying to kind of rush a process because I'm just like, oh, I can help my family get out of debt and I can do this and I'm still being obedient to God. But God's like, no, I need you to focus. No, I need this out of you. And then in that service, it talked about how the enemy will make it look like you're doing something well, but at the end he's pushing you into a place where you're going to create more distractions, and then that's going to keep you from doing what God has called you to do. So if I don't know, whatever you're going through in your life, girl, and you are making decisions and you're like, okay, this is going to be the best thing for me to do, it might not be. It might not be, and you have to think about all the decisions that you're making and making sure that you're not trying to manipulate or rush a process before it's due to for you to be there. So I really have no idea where the season of my life is going. And it's so hard because I want to grasp control of things and I'm struggling, and sometimes it reflects in my marriage, and I'm really like working hard to eliminate that struggle that I'm creating. And I know that little by little God's just gonna unfold things in front of me, and yeah. So as a mom, it's really important to show up for yourself. Make sure you're doing the things that God tells you to do. Show up for yourself in that aspect. Show up for yourself physically, mentally, whether it's doing your nails by yourself, taking some time for yourself, praying, reading, watching a show, something. Do something that's mindless, or do something that brings you closer to your goal. We're on the 90-day stretch of the year, and girl, we have a lot of things to fulfill, and they're not only for us, they're to change the world little by little, to bring people closer to God, or to bring people closer to God. I hope this video made sense. I didn't write notes down. I wanted to write like bullet points, but I knew that if I did that I would take longer in filming this. So a message to my mamas, a message to my girls, a message to anyone that needs to hear this, because I'm pretty sure this is relatable in many aspects. I'm going to edit this so I can have this up tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, which should be tomorrow. I don't even know what it is, but it should be tomorrow. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Good night.